International experts are warning a plan to scrap coronavirus restrictions in England on Monday is reckless. One scientist says the proposal amounted to premeditated murder. That's as the Delta variant continues to spread. On Friday, Britain surpassed 50,000 infections for the first time since January. But Prime Minister Boris Johnson is insisting the government will go ahead with reopening the nation, arguing the worst of the pandemic is over. Well, let's discuss this with Dr. Bharat Pankhania. He's a senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter Medical School. He joins me from Bath in the UK. Morning, Doctor. Always good to speak to you. Monday is being called Freedom Day in England, the lifting of most restrictions. What do you make of it? Is it the right thing to do?
Oh, as an infectious disease doctor, of course I'm very concerned. People will accuse me of saying we want to have people in lockdown all the time. That is not true. What we want is for restrictions to be eased slowly and carefully and in a measured way. What's happening in the UK, in England on Monday is that we're not only removing restrictions, but we're removing all infection control measures as well. And that gives me a lot of concern.
What would you propose the government do, and what would your advice be to them and to those who are still concerned about possibly catching coronavirus?
Well, it's very simple. So the infection control measures, such as wearing your masks and wearing good quality masks, wearing it properly, is a simple ask. So I would continue with such measures. I would also continue with measures such as avoiding crowded places. And certainly places like nightclubs, etc., are high-risk events and places. The other places, we can slowly, carefully, item by item, release the restrictions and watch how it goes. And if there is a uncontrolled loss of control over infections, i.e. case numbers surging high, we can apply the brakes. So what I'm saying is you slowly apply the brakes if needed, rather than go downhill without any brakes at all.
And do you think another step that the government may have to take is starting to vaccinate under 18s at this point?
Oh, absolutely. And that is something that I and many of my colleagues have not had a good, proper answer for. So the United States, Canada, Israel, France, Netherlands are all immunizing 12 years and above. And it makes a lot of sense to immunize, to protect, to prevent the spread of infection, to prevent the emergence of long COVID in children who may not get severe disease, but they could get long COVID. So there are many, many reasons to immunize and protect, and we don't really know why the UK, England has not gone down the immunize 12 years and above route.
And one of the main concerns, not just for England, but many countries around the world at the moment, is the Delta variant and how contagious this variant is. Do you think that's the main reason we're seeing the numbers increase daily in the UK?
Well, yes, it is much more infectious. So the Delta variant is about 3 to 4 times more infectious than the original Wuhan wild SARS-CoV-2 virus. And also, of course, there is that fatigue and people not taking precautions with wearing their mask, wearing it properly, mingling in crowds, etc. So really it is a combination of two, which is one, we've got a more infectious variant on our hands, two, we've got people dropping their guard, and three, people are falsely reassured that now that I have been fully immunized, I don't need to take precautions.
All the makings there of a perfect storm. Always great to get your insight, Dr. Pankhania, speaking to us there from Bath in England.
Thank you.